So we've got a question here. Why does a low carb diet make you feel fucked? Just woke up, have a nice cup of water. So basically the person tried a ketogenic diet, wasn't allowed to work out. It's not that you're not allowed to work out, it's you can't work out when you're in ketosis. You're fucked. You've got glucose exhaustion. The friend said, I feel crap, I've got no energy to do anything, but all I wanted to do was work out, mentally, like that was my goal, but I just couldn't because I was so fatigued. Goes on about that. Why can't anybody be fit on a low carb diet? You can't. You got a few crackpots out there on the internet saying, oh, I do keto, I'm keto, yeah. No, you're fucking not. You're popping phenamine pills and you're fucking carbing up and you're training like a motherfucker. That's just how it is. There's people out there who lie, people out there, I don't do steroids, like, oh, all I do, that's why I'm so aesthetic. And that's fine. It's human nature. People do shortcuts to get some fame, some money, whatever. And it's all good. I mean, the amount of steroids in the women's and men's natural bodybuilding competitions is incredible. You can spot it. Anyone who looks exceptionally aesthetic, steroids, weight loss drugs, starvation, tweaking the hormones, tweaking the body's fluid levels. And you get people on the internet who are doing all of these drugs and saying, I'm in keto. It's like, no, it's called clenbuterol. You're in clenbuterol, testosterone, anavar, pure human growth hormone. That's what's giving you results, and you're doing carbs. Because when you don't have carbs in your body, you cannot train. It doesn't matter how much drugs you're on. If you don't have sugar, glucose in your cells, you can't train. You can't lift the weights. You can't ride your bike up the hill to get the cardio if you don't have the glucose for your muscles to work. So if you want to build muscle, burn fat, you need to have carbohydrates in your body. You need to have glycogen. And when your glycogen levels go down and you get glucose exhausted, you cannot train. And you cannot train to a level of consistency or a level of intensity to provide the results you want. So that's why low carb diets never work. Anyone who says they're on a low carb diet and they're training is full of shit. They're feeding the chickens. It's absolute rubbish. You cannot train on a low carb diet. If you're in ketosis, you cannot train. And I'll put a $50,000 offer out there for any author of a keto diet or whatever, I quit sugar, all that fucking bullshit. I'll put $50,000 on the table if you can beat me in a marathon or a 300-mile bike ride. Alright? Running a marathon or a 300-mile bike ride, you decide. $50,000. The only conditions are you can use as much fucking drugs as you want. That's alright. You have to be in ketosis. We will measure you. We'll have support motorbikes. It'll be organised. $50,000 to your designated charity. And if I win, how much do you have to pay me? Zero. You don't have to pay me shit. But that's what I mean. No one's going to take me up on this offer because they're all full of shit. Nobody trains on a low carb diet and has a high level of fitness because you simply cannot. Even with drugs, you still will not be able to do it. Look at Lance Armstrong or other people who ran out of sugar in the Tour de France on one stage and almost lost the plot.
Look at this. It looks as though Lance Armstrong is now in a little bit of trouble here. Look at that face. This is not the face of the man who has ridden the Tour de France so far. At the bottom of the climb, Armstrong, to me, looked as though he was going to eat the field alive. He doesn't look that way anymore.
Well, that was a double take there. You could just see Jan Ullrich looking over. He is probably somewhat surprised at this performance by Lance Armstrong because earlier down the slopes he was left behind by the flying Texan, and now the tables have turned. Armstrong now is in difficulty, Phil. This is the first time we've seen any chink in his armour since the start of the Tour de France, and we're going to have to see whether or not Jan Ullrich has got any more power in his legs. I think, in fact, Armstrong has absolutely hit the wall.
That was, without a doubt, the worst day I've ever had on a bike. We all know what it's, I think most of us know what it's like when you run out of energy and run out of food and you, in English we say you bonk. I had a lot of emotions. I was hungry, I was lightheaded, I was nervous, I was scared. Things were really bad. I could have lost the Tour de France today.
Best drugs on the planet, best coaches on the planet, hardest mentality on the planet. Without carbohydrates, you ain't doing shit. So if you're obese, you're watching this, and you want to get slimmed down, you're 350 pounds, you want to get down to 150, I've seen people do it. It's high carb. because you can do that for life. You can't do keto for life. Keto's a fucking fad. You get people, oh, I'll do it for a little bit. Don't fucking, every time you skip carbohydrates, you fucking fist your metabolism.
Fair trade, organic, in the Lambo. Just fits, perfect size. Who needs to go get a Lambo?